Photographs?
Yeah.
What take photographs of?
Whatever I can see for public. I'm just gathering information about just investigative journalist gathering content for a story. That's all.
Okay.
Here's my hands. Got nothing in my hands. All right.
Why are we taking pictures of the plant?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
It's raised a little bit of suspicion.
It's not illegal though, right?
It's not illegal, however, it is suspicious in nature. With it being as, you know, what it is. So, you have a vehicle with you?
I'm not answering any questions. Like I said, I explained to him I'm a journalist gathering content for a story.
You have an ID with you?
And so he's already confirmed I'm not breaking any laws.
He's on a public sidewalk, photographing a power plant. The deputy admits it's not illegal, but still calls it suspicious. That's the first red flag. Suspicion isn't a crime. Photography from public is generally protected under the First Amendment, with reasonable limits. And here, no limits explained. This is where vibes start replacing law. That's how innocent people get jammed up. So, what happens next?
Well, we're still talking to you. You need to identify who we're talking to.
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
We're trying to identify who we're talking to, just because it was called out that there was a suspicious person walking around taking photographs. When the way things are right now, we at least need to identify who we're speaking to, so we can make a notation that you were in the area, who you were, and what you were doing. If you're taking photos, that's fine. But we still need to find out who we're talking to.
Who I am is investigative journalist gathering content for a story.
Okay, I need your name now.
I'm taking photographs.
So that's perfect.
Unless I'm being detained. Am I being detained?
It's an investigation, so right now you are being detained. Right?
I am being detained?
You are being detained until we can figure out who your name is. I'm giving you a chance to give me your name. We're conducting an investigation as to what you're doing. Therefore, I'm asking you for your name.
What reasonable articulable suspicion do you have that a crime is afoot?
You're in an area taking photographs of a power plant.
Is taking photographs of a power plant a misdemeanor or a felony?
What is that? Sorry?
Is it a misdemeanor or a felony to take pictures?
Right now you're failing to identify who you are while being investigated by a law enforcement officer. That's the crime that you're committing at this point.
What would that be?
Failing to provide an identification to a law enforcement officer when you have been asked to do so.
Is that a crime?
Yes.
It is a crime.
You have to provide law enforcement with an identification or your name, so that when it's been asked upon you not do so.
But you've already confirmed that I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not violating any laws.
Failing to identify yourself at this point.
There's no duty. I'm not refusing. Don't get me wrong. But there's no duty to identify if I'm not suspected of a crime.
Okay.
Is that right?
We're telling you right now.
Watch the shift. The officer says they need to identify him just to annotate who was there. That's not how the Fourth Amendment works. Detention requires reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime, not curiosity. The deputy even admits photography isn't illegal. That's a problem. You can't bootstrap ID demands from lawful conduct. A request isn't an order. If you don't know the difference, you lose. So, do they actually articulate a crime?
Completing an investigation as to what you're doing and what you're photographing.
I've already told you that I'm an investigative journalist gathering content for story.
Along with that, we need to identify, we're asking you that we need to identify who you are, so we can make a notation that you were in the area and you're going to be in the area taking photographs. Okay, failing to provide law enforcement officer with a form of identification after you have been asked to do so is a crime.
Okay, so I'm not refusing. What will happen if I don't give you guys identification? Because I don't think it's any of your business who I am. You've already confirmed that I'm not committing a crime. What I'm doing is perfectly lawful. I'm standing on a public sidewalk. Not only is it, just let me finish. Not only is it perfectly lawful, it's constitutionally protected activity. Okay. Did you guys take an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution?
Okay. I'm not asking you whether or not you are going to be taking photographs on the side of the road. That's not what we've already clarified that. Right. However, what we're discussing now is the fact that you're failing to provide law enforcement with an actual identification or your name so that you can make a notation that we may contact you. Right?
This is a First Amendment protected right. You guys are detaining me unlawfully. And now you're forcing me to give up my identification, which is unlawful. And I'm going to give you guys a chance not to do that. I'm not refusing to do it, but I'm going to give you guys a chance not to unlawfully detain me.
We need to know who we're speaking to.
Are you going to give us your identification or not?
Am I going to be arrested or not if I don't give it to you?
It depends. Why are you refusing to give it?
Because it's none of your business who I am. It's my personal information.
Well, it's the loitering and prowling is what we were looking at, because you're in an area at a time that's not common for normal people to be in. photograph.
Like I expressed to Deputy Richardson, I do not consent to being detained. I would like to be free to go as soon as possible.
As soon as we can find out who you are and we can possibly identify who you are, you'll be more than glad to go.
Alright, sir, I'm going to advise you of your constitutional rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions, and to have him listen during any question. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you. Before any question, if you wish, if you decide to answer questions without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering at any time. You'll also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand these are those rights advised?
Do you have a supervisor?
I do. You want me to come over? Because I'll be more than glad
Please call your supervisor and we'll take it from there, okay? Sergeant Ford, how are you, sir?
Sergeant Ford.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Jeff.
Okay.
Investigative journalist.
Now it escalates. The officer claims failing to identify is the crime. That's backwards. In most states, ID laws only apply during a lawful detention supported by reasonable suspicion. Here, the only fact given is photography near a plant. That's protected activity. Things the way they are isn't RS. That's a slogan. Policy isn't law. And detention needs reasons, not vibes. So will they double down or call a supervisor?
I'm just taking photographs. They've already advised me that that is not illegal.
No, it's not. And no, Jeff, I don't think you're a terrorist. Fine, but if that's all you're doing is taking pictures.
Okay. Am I free to go?
Outside, Jeff.
I know, it is. Am I free to go?
What's that?
Am I free to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's that?
We don't know who you are.
Well, you don't want to give us your last name or anything like that, Jeff?
I'd rather not if I'm not doing anything illegal.
He wouldn't even give us his first name. So.
Well, you said it's Jeff. I mean, if it's Jeff, Jeffrey, I don't know.
Okay.
But no, you're not doing anything illegal.
Okay. So I'm free to go?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to head this way if I could just...
Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Jeff, you know that, were you recording our conversation between the two of us?
I am, yes, sir.
Okay, well, you didn't tell me you were recording that conversation, did you?
No, sir.
Okay, that's illegal under the Florida statutes. You realize that?
Actually, it is not.
It's a Security Communications Act is what it is.
Not when it comes to public officials.
No, I think you're wrong, buddy. Okay? But you need to tell me you're recording me. If I'm talking to you, say, hey, I'm recording this conversation. And I'll be fine with that because you've told me you're recording me, okay?
Okay, am I free to go?
Yeah, you're free to go.
Thank you.
I bring that to you.
I'm Officer Sanders with the police department. Nope, you don't get to do that to me. I'm Officer Sanders with the police department. I'm here because the bank called and said you guys were recording them.
You just messed up a good video, man.
Okay.
We almost went 15 minutes of pure silence.
Okay, well, you don't dictate my job, so I'm here to tell you guys why I'm here. And the bank was concerned because you're videoing the bank and the customers, so that's why I'm here. Is there a reason for the videoing?
Huh? Excuse me?
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat this again.
Go ahead.
The bank called
Yes.
because you are videoing a private business
Okay.
and their privacy, obviously, so they wanted me to come contact you guys and see what's going on and why you're...
They Mirandize him. Think about that. Advising rights after admitting no crime is occurring. That's a pressure tactic. It signals custody without clearly stating the underlying offense. He repeatedly asks, am I free to go? That's smart. Clarity matters. Consensual encounter or detention. Pick one. The fifth protects silence, but only if there's a lawful basis to question. So what does the supervisor do?
recording their bank.
Okay, what is your name?
Officer Sanders. I said that when I first showed up, and he told me to shush.
Would you like to speak with them first?
I mean, we can go talk to them if you'd like to.
We can? We'll go speak with just to see what they said, because
I already talked to them on the phone.
you talked to the bank.
They're the ones that called, sir.
I just figured they called dispatch. I didn't know they talked to you personally.
So they called dispatch. Dispatch gives me the call, and then I talk to them on the phone.
Okay. And what did you say to them?
So is there any reason why we're recording the bank and the customers?
Just because I want to.
Okay. Do you guys have IDs on you?
Do we have IDs on us? Do we have to show ID?
I'm here investigating a call, so I am requesting your identification.
Do we have to give you our ID? Are we
You can
required?
give me your name. I don't need everything. I just need your name to know who I talk to.
You can just call me Daddy.
Okay. So, if that's how this is gonna go.
What do you mean? How is it gonna go? I'm kind of confused.
Okay. So, but you're videoing a private business.
What's wrong with that?
So I'm just asking you why you're out here.
No,
I'm not here to violate your rights to video.
Let me ask you a real serious question.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
What rights do I have in this situation that you're here to defend?
So I am here investigating why you're recording the bank.
What right?
Do you know how, you see how it would look from their point of view,
What?
right?
Fuck what they feel, man. Forget how they feel.
Okay.
What rights do I have in this situation on this sidewalk that you're here to defend?
So you are at liberty to record.
So what's the issue? Why are you
But I am
pressing
here
it?
asking you why you're recording the bank.
Because I want to.
Okay. And
That's it.
fine.
That's it.
But when you tell me to be quiet while
Because-
I'm doing my job,
Because
that's when we had the issue.
We was 15 minutes of silence. If you was doing your job correctly, you would have went in there first to see what they had to say. But you
I
did
did
say you
talk to them on
you
the
did
phone.
say you speak with them, sir.
Okay.
I'm not trying to press the issue, man. Do you have a business card on you?
I might actually. Would you like a supervisor? I can get one here.
No, I don't need. We don't. I don't think we need a supervisor for this.
It's all on my business card right there. Sanders 136.
Okay, now one more thing you can do for me. Can you write down the CFS?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll have to go back to my car and get it. Give me 1 second. My information's on the front. Calls for service on the back.
Can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
Did you go in there?
I did.
Why'd you go in there if you already talked to him on the phone?
They didn't want to say anything else. I'm not saying anything.
Hey, I'm good. You scared me.
What's up?
So you just scared me.
I scared you?
Yeah, how you doing?
Sorry. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Listen, I don't know who called, but somebody called just saying that there's a person out here filming. All right.
I don't know who called. I didn't call.
What's in the bottle right there?
My drink?
What type of drink is it?
My drink?
What type of drink?
I don't answer questions like that.
Is that alcohol?
I don't answer questions like that.
Listen, if it's alcohol, then you can be issued a borough ordinance, all right?
Okay.
That's why I'm asking.
All right. What's your name and badge number, you said?
Badge number is 237.
Your name?
Patrolman Watcher. You can read it right here.
Okay. I can't read.
Okay.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
All right. What's your name, badge number, Sarge?
Sergeant Travis Dino, badge number 205.
All right. How y'all doing? How can I help you guys?
Well, we got a call
Watch out for the
because-
dookie right there.
What's that?
So
yeah,
watch
don't
out for the
step it anymore.
dookie.
There's probably some more on the sidewalk here. People don't curb their dogs like they're supposed to, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get that on video.
You
So
got
the reason
it?
we're out here is we got a call that you were walking around the exterior of the bank filming.
Yeah,
And they consider that a little bit suspicious because it is a bank.
Yeah.
And you're filming the exterior.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're allowed to film when you're in public, but the fact that you were so close to the bank and you're filming.
Sergeant Ford steps in and immediately admits photography isn't illegal. That's the collapse. If there's no crime, there's no detention. Suddenly, he's free to go. But then, another twist. The sergeant claims recording their conversation is illegal under some Communications Act. That's shaky. Public officials speaking in public generally have no expectation of privacy. That's basic First Amendment territory. So is this confusion or control?
It makes people a little bit nervous,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
What's in the brown bag that you got tucked under your arm there?
I don't answer questions.
What's that?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
No.
Okay. Do you mind if I take a look at that to make sure it's not a beer?
No.
No, you don't mind?
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh, you do mind?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is some sort of a First Amendment audit that you like doing?
No, I'm just recording, taking pictures.
Sir,
All right.
like I said, you can be issued a borough ordinance if there is a beer. If it's not a beer, then you're good to go.
Okay.
Right? And then we'll be on our way, you'll be on our way.
All right.
However, we still need to identify you due to the borough ordinance because that looks like a bottle of alcohol. You understand?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, I think I said it pretty simply.
So, can I help y'all with anything else?
Well, like I said, and like the officer just said, we're here because it's suspicious for you to be walking around a bank filming it, right?
Suspicious could be anything.
Well,
you know,
yeah,
it could be
that's
subjective.
absolutely right. But now that we've shown up and you've got what appears to be a beer bottle wrapped in a brown bag tucked under your arm, and you're not exactly being cooperative with letting us know whether that's a beer or not.
I mean, I really don't got to answer no. I don't got to answer no questions.
You don't have to answer any questions. You're absolutely right. So if this is, like I said, some sort of First Amendment audit or some other thing like that, then that's fine. And you have the right to do that, but you understand we have a job to do.
Yeah, I'm just taking
Right? We have to
pictures.
make sure that nobody's going to video this bank and attempt to, I don't know, break in or rob
in?
it or, you know, commit some sort of fraud with the ATM machines or any other thing that can happen these days. And then, like I said, you've got a brown bag that looks like a beer tucked under your arm, and you know it's against the law to walk around with an open beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not allowed to drink in public. So is there any sort of reason why you wouldn't just say, hey, Sarge, it's not a beer, it's a bottle of root beer, and be on your way?
I really don't
You're
answer.
just trying to cause a problem.
I really
right?
just don't answer questions,
Okay.
Sarge.
All right. So we're done with this. You have a good day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Alrighty.
All
Bye-bye.
right.
You just jaywalked.
Jaywalk.
19. I'm gonna be going out with that now. It's gonna be monolithic road. The light was green this way.
The light was
Pass
red.
this way.
The light was
So,
red.
wait, hold
I
on,
got it on film.
Hold on. So you see how there's a walk arrow right now?
A what? Yeah.
The walk arrow.
Mm-hmm.
That hand was up.
No,
which means do not.
I got it
walk.
on film.
Hold
so
on, hold on. It means do not walk.
I got it on
You
film. I
understand
waited
that?
till it turned green and then I walked. I got it on film. I was
It
filming the
green
whole
this
time.
way. Hold
Okay,
on.
you got it on film?
Let me explain this.
Yeah.
Okay. So when the light is like this, all right, these two lights, see where these cars are going? When that's green, that hand is up, right? You see it?
The light was red and there was a walk sign there. That's when I walked across. I got
The
it
light
on
was
film.
green.
Yep.
I was coming down because the light was
Where
green.
was you at down there?
I was literally right there.
So they probably couldn't
You
see
didn't even
it.
see me.
I saw you. I saw you down there. I saw when
Did
you
you?
turned the corner.
You just said that you didn't see
I
me.
saw when you turned the corner and the light was green and I got it on film. So we
Okay.
could take it to the judge if you want. It's up
Do
to
you
you.
want to,
What's your name and badge number?
you already dealt with me. You have an
Okay.
ID on you?
No, I don't.
You don't have any form of ID?
Nope.
Okay. So we're just going to stand here?
Hey, you gonna say, am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
Okay. For what crime?
For jaywalking.
Okay.
Title 39 violation.
All right.
All right?
All right.
So I have
hope
to
you can
identify
prove-
you.
I hope you
because
can
are
prove it.
subject for a summons.
Hope you could prove it.
You understand?
I got it on film.
Okay. I mean, listen, we could stand here all day. I still need to identify you.
Okay, well, do what you gotta do then, officer. If I don't give you my identity, you gonna arrest me?
You could be placed under arrest for obstruction.
Are you gonna arrest me?
I didn't say that I'm going to arrest you.
Okay.
I don't want to arrest you.
So
However,
what do you need my ID for? I didn't break no crime.
because you are subject to a summons,
For what?
okay? I just told you.
The light was green and I got it on film.
You know what? I'm going to stop repeating myself. All I need to see is your ID, or you can give me your name and date of birth.
Or you could get the supervisor out here. That's what you could do, matter of fact. Yeah, get the supervisor out here. Let's do that. Get the sergeant back out here. Let's do that. You refusing that?
No, I'll call him when
Okay, yeah,
when you
cool.
start to comply.
I'm complying. I'll
No.
comply when your supervisor get here.
All I need to see
And I'll
is
show
your
him the
ID.
film. And I'll show him the film where I cross.
Okay.
Get your supervisor.
You're going to show him the film?
I'll show him the film. And I'll
Okay.
show the judge too. You harassing me right now.
Okay.
That's all you're doing, harassing me.
literally
You
have-
follow me from down there, all the way over here, all the way over here to right here to harass me.
I was on the complete opposite side of town.
New scene. A bank calls police because someone is filming from a sidewalk. The officer admits he's not here to violate rights, yet still presses for ID without articulating reasonable suspicion. Recording in public is protected. They feel nervous isn't a statute. That's ego policing, not enforcement. This is how rights die. One, just explain yourself at a time. Outcome? No charges, just pressure. What should happen next? Complaint, public records request, internal review. Not legal advice, but sunlight matters. Know the difference between a request and a lawful order. That's power. If you value accountability, like, subscribe, and credit the original auditors who risk these encounters. This video provides transformative commentary and legal analysis of publicly available police audit footage for education, critique, and accountability under fair use. 17 U.S.C. Section 107.
So how did you get over here? You were just over there at the bank.
Yeah. What was
Okay.
that? Almost an hour
All
ago
right, so
now?
listen, you wasting my time and you probably be wasting your time. So, can you get your supervisor out here, please? Could you get your sergeant, supervisor, lieutenant, captain, whoever? Please.
All I need is your information, your pedigree information, and then you'll be good to go.
You could call me Chocolate Thunder. That's what they used to call me in high school. Yeah,
Okay,
Chocolate Thunder.
So
Yep.
what's your real name?
You could call me Chocolate Thunder.
All right, Chocolate Thunder. What's your real name? Because unfortunately, if I don't properly identify you, I cannot properly issue you the summons, right?
You can't issue me a summons because I didn't I didn't cause no infraction.
Why don't you pull it up on your phone? It's 39:4-32.
I can pull up my phone to film when I cross the street.
Go ahead.
Get the supervisor.
You can read it.
Get the supervisor.
Are you going to tell our supervisor that you're chocolate thunder?
I think it's on Justia.
Get your supervisor out here. That's all I need is a supervisor, being that you detaining me.
So, but what?
Detaining me without a crime.
Okay.
Yo, but Mr.
It's a
Thunder,
Title
what is the
39
supervisor going to do? You know what I mean? Like, what are you like trying to achieve with that?
All right, that's what the supervisor gonna do. If the supervisor agree with him and he arrests me, he's in charge, right? So that means he's gonna be in charge on the lawsuit. He's gonna be named on the lawsuit, and you're gonna be named on the lawsuit.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to get somebody in charge, so you won't make a mistake. I don't want you to make a mistake. I'm trying to save you from making a mistake.
I know how to do my job, right?
Okay, all right. Well, do it.
I am.
Do it.
However, I would rather you not get arrested because that's not what we're trying to do. All I need to do is properly identify.
I'm not identifying myself, so get your supervisor out here. Let's make it easy. Let's cut the chase.
Right? If I properly identify you, you can be issued the correct summons.
For what? I got it off. I know where I crossed, so get the supervisor. That's all you got to do. Call your supervisor. Get on the radio and call your supervisor, or
you run this, right?
or you could just 10-8.
10-8.
Take a
You've
what?
been around. No, you said, or you could just 10-8.
10-8.
How long you been in Jersey for, bro?
Listen, how long you been an officer?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Crazy.
So I guess
What is it when the call's
So
through?
you know,
What's that?
my
New scene. A bank calls police because someone is filming from a sidewalk. The officer admits he's not here to violate rights, yet still presses for ID without articulating reasonable suspicion. Recording in public is protected. They feel nervous isn't a statute. That's ego policing, not enforcement. This is how rights die. One, just explain yourself at a time. Outcome? No charges, just pressure. What should happen next? Complaint, public records request, internal review. Not legal advice, but sunlight matters. Know the difference between a request and a lawful order. That's power. If you value accountability, like, subscribe, and credit the original auditors who risk these encounters. This video provides transformative commentary and legal analysis of publicly available police audit footage for education, critique, and accountability under fair use, 17 U.S.C. Section 107.
My detentions is about $2,000 a minute. So right now it's been about 3.5 minutes I've been detained. So yeah, my lawyer gonna have fun with this one. So get the supervisor because we wasting time. I gotta go.
Oh, look.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
That's crazy.
There you go.
What, though? He's not going to really change this, but...
Well, arrest me.
Okay.
Like I said,
That'll do it.
We don't want to arrest you.
Do what you gotta do.
However, all we have to do is properly identify you.
All you have to do is leave me alone. That's all you have to do is just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. That's all you have to do.
There's two options. You could be issued a warning.
Exercise your right or you lose them.
I know that's right. Exercise your rights or you lose them. You heard that, man?
Or you could be issued a summons. It's one of the...
Sergeant, you back out here, Sergeant.
Yeah, I'm back out here.
I have
You're out
my-
here trying to get a response.
Listen, I have-
You just stay right here with your root beer. I'm going to speak with this officer over here, okay?
Thank you, sir. Educate him. You might want to educate her too.
How about you keep the
Educate
commentary to
me.
yourself, okay?
I got the right to speak. It's called freedom. Right?
So here we go. So you committed a violation by
Alright.
crossing against the light.
Alright.
I know you say it's on camera when you post it to YouTube later. If you post it to YouTube later, because people usually don't post their mistakes to YouTube.
There's
We'll
no
see about
mistake.
it. It's okay. We're going to give you a warning, and you're going to be on your way. Have a nice day. Let's go.
All right.
So you got education, huh?